Hello, this is I'm yoshipro. You might know me from being in that summoning salt video for a second. There's what you call it? This is Psychonauts. I have Wonder J here and
Hello.
Finger Quick. This time, these people have actually played the game. Last place on the leaderboard.
Last place.
On the leaderboard, and not even on the leaderboard, but he has like a 50-minute time. So, yeah. Do we have a file name at all, or is it just? We're good. We're good. Okay. So, Midwest Speedfest. Um, uh, Countdown whenever. Yeah. Okay. So 3, 2, 1, and go. I'm doing it like I have splits. Woo! So this is Psychonauts. You've probably heard of this game as a cult classic. Everyone loves it. The first trick's coming up actually like right now. So down in here, big day tomorrow. So Psychonauts is like a platformer adventure game. Oh. Okay, actually, we're gonna do the camera tutorial because this game has this really cool thing where sometimes you can just soft lock at the beginning. So if I was to try and do the glitch here, I would crash the game. It's double. I don't want to crash the game again. We know what happened yesterday. So this is the camera. You normally don't see this, but it's fine. Normally you can force pause the game by doing both left and right stick in, and it goes like super speedy. But whatever. It only saves like 15-20 seconds. Also, my camera is backed inverted, so I'll have to fix that at some point.
Huh.
But yeah, this is Psychonauts, platformer adventure by Double Fine. Released 2005 originally on the Xbox, and then ported to Steam later. Yeah, I think it was also originally on PC, but could be mistaken. The first trick here is called palms, so you're able to not do that. Okay, I need to fix the camera. I changed the camera before in the practice, and it just
went back.
Went back. So, is everything in the pause button is just glitched, isn't it? Oh.
Oh no.
Okay, I have to restart the game anyways. Apologies for this. I have to restart the game real quick. The run's fine. I can just load the save, but the game it just bugged out. Yeah. Woo! Just my luck. 2 runs in a row. Okay. So yeah, this is Psychonauts. We're loading the save again. Everything's fine. So the first trick in the game, let me pause. It shouldn't crash this time. This game is really buggy, which is quite sad, but it's all good. Camera and to invert. Okay. Please. Okay, so the first, it's invert, whatever. It like changed the settings. My horizontal is inverted, but my vertical isn't, or wasn't. Whatever. It's fine. So yeah, this is the first trick. It's called a palm. I was just getting this earlier. Oh my goodness, everything's a disaster. So palm. You're able to change your vertical momentum into horizontal like that. You're going to see that a bunch early on. So this is the first mind. This Oleanders. All the levels take place inside the characters' minds. We'll do another palm here. So yeah, palming is going to be the main movement for now. We're going to get an ability later that changes how we do stuff. I missed the cutscene trigger. I was trying to hit a cutscene trigger there. You can go around. There's normally something introducing something called figments. You will see figments more later. Whatever, I'm just doing this. This run is so rough already. That's nuts.
It's a rough start.
Oh well, it's fine. We bounce back from these. At least the game, actually the game did crash. You can jump around like this. So that's emotional baggage. We don't need it at 90%. These are figments. Figments, you will see on the top right, I have a rank. I need to hit rank 20 by a certain part of the run. Bounce over here. So I'm going to be going for a strat called blimps. There's another palm. Normally you're supposed to ride these blimps to carry on. But you're able to skip one of the blimps just by doing a palm. I actually am late. Yeah, I can't do. I have to wait like 5 seconds. Okay. But yeah, these are the blimps. I'm going to be doing a palm here. Hopefully. Missed it. That's the fast one though. There we go. There we don't. I'm actually this is cycle. Oh.
It's all cycles.
Yeah, it's all cycle based. I swear I'm good at this game. Okay, I swear. I'm using that cycle too. Okay, so there we go. That's what it's supposed to look like. I lost like 2 cycles there. It's fine.
It looks so sick.
I'm gonna change my camera again too. But yeah, so I need to hit rank 20. Figments are not gonna be the main way I get ranks. Actually, there's different stuff I'm gonna be doing later. Mainly in the overworld, the campsite. Also, when I'm climbing up ladders or like surfaces like this, I'm doing ladder cancels. It's just faster to press B, get off it, and then do a double jump. We're going to see Dogen here. We love Dogen. Shoutouts to Dogen.
Let's go, Dogen.
Those are mine, so you're not supposed to touch them.
Hey, we get to see Dogen again.
Yeah, to see Dogen again, exactly. So I'm be also flipping. Whenever I can't do a palm, flipping's the fastest form of movement. A lot of people don't know you can flip. Like, surprising amount of comments I'll get are like, how do you do that flip? I didn't know you could do like that military-style flip.
Yeah.
It's just holding the LT button to like strafe and then holding forward and flipping by pressing jump. So we have the best part of the run coming up, the punching mini game. So here you hit the switch and then punch. Punch, Raz, punch.
Punch, punch, punch!
Yay, Raz!
Punch, punch, punch!
Yeah, so you can't skip this part, sadly. This is actually, like, this level is really well made. A lot of people have looked, even with, like, flying and cheat codes, you're not able to skip this. Like, this level is airtight, which is weird, but, you know, that's how it be sometimes. We have to hit 20 of these. The last 5, there's going to be babies that can randomly spawn. It is slightly faster to hit the babies. Luckily, the babies are made out of cardboard, so, you know, it's all chill. These are mental vaults. We don't need to collect any of those in this run. Everything is fine. Here, you're supposed to like punch the walls and follow it. You can just do another palm to avoid the turret shots here. And then here, flagpole. So this whole next section, after I get down here, is supposed to be like kind of teaching you the acrobats and whatnot, because Raz comes from like a family of acrobats. So there's a bunch of like cool pole stuff you can do. I'm sadly not going to do any of it. There's just a bunch of rocks over to the right here. They're just floating, and luckily this last one here is sloped, so we're able to do a palm like this. And miss everything. The camera's throwing me off. But basically you get over to the end, because if you look above, I could maybe show it off here. There's a bunch of stuff. I should maybe fix the camera before doing this again. I'm so upset about the camera stuff. The game crashing off the bat. My luck's so bad. Oh, whatever. Okay, yeah. So you're able to go down here. And that skips like the whole platforming section up there. You can not really see it, but it's there. I don't need to worry about punching these. You can actually die from these cardboard cutouts. The first level has like a thing where there's only a few parts you can actually die, and you can fall off, of course, but you don't lose lives. Because this game is like 2005, it has a life system.
Thing you jumped over?
That was our good friend Bobby.
Bobby.
Definitely not a bully. We love Bobby.
Oh.
Good friend. That's why we didn't punch him. Oh, I forgot to go on offline mode too. If we do a palm here, we can get over to the side. And then that's the first level done. A bit rough, but you know, we bounce back from that. It's fine. Hello, hello.
Hi.
So that's the first like 3 levels are gonna be basically tutorials. That's just teaching like all the movement and whatnot. Here is gonna be girl skip. So there's a currency called arrowheads normally, and the girls down there want you to give them some, but you know, we don't have any.
No girls allowed.
No girls allowed. So this is called a LSD, load save displacement. So if you save in a loading zone, the game will put you at like the default position of the map. And it just happens is where we want to go. So it saves like 2 seconds of travel time there. We'll be seeing that again later because it is a big skip. That lets us skip like a third of the game. And this is not an LSD, this is just a LS, a load save. So we're going to save and then we're going to load. And then it puts us later in the level, just normally. No funny glitch business there. Okay, I'm going to change the camera. Okay.
Make it comfortable.
Make it comfortable, exactly. Okay.
Wait, so it flips both?
It flipped the 2.
That's so wild.
That's what I'm saying. We get the button, we're able to go here into Sasha's place. Let's see if I can get. I got the palm, nice. I'm getting all the hard strats and then all the easy stuff. I'm just flipping. So that's a fossil. There's a bunch of scavenger items I'm gonna be getting later. There's gonna be a whole part dedicated. I'll explain the scavenger items then. So we're going into Art Mind. This is the brain tumbler. There's a caravan there. Inside the caravan.
What do you see inside?
And then we hatch the egg. This level has figments. Figments have different values depending on the stage. So this stage has really high value figments. So getting figments here is actually kind of worth it going out of my way. There's a lot of levels, especially later in the game, where it's just like there's so many figments, they're all really low value. There's no reason. We encountered a big scary monster there though, so we're gonna go to Ford so we can get our license to start shooting. It's gonna be the first Psy ability. There's 3 we get in this, or 4 we get in this run. Did my controller disconnect? I think it did. Yeah, it did. Okay,
Oh.
it's fine. So now we have the license. We're able to go back to Sasha now, and we're gonna enter his mind to learn how to use this. So go back over. And this is Sasha's mind. It's a cube, very organized. You're going to see me flipping every time I shoot. Normally there's a really slow animation that plays when you shoot. You just stand still. But by flipping, you negate that. And now here, because it's a cube, there's gravity, and you're able to use that gravity to do palms to go really fast like that.
I love Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, Mario Galaxy, you know, Mario Galaxy fell off. Psychonauts clears.
Before Mario Galaxy, by the way.
Before, true, it's 2 years before. So how this level works is it's just teaching how to shoot. So there's going to be a bunch of different sides of the cube we go to, and there's going to be 2 targets each. I think the last one only has 1. You lock in with LT, which is the flip button. So, and I know where all the targets are, so I'm able to just like jump like that off the edge to shoot targets. The main enemies also going to see here. We didn't see any in Oleander's mind, but here they're sensors, which are pretty cool, very fitting. This one's a little janky because there's an enemy right next to the target, so I think I shot the enemy. It's fine. Go up there, and this is the last one, and we're going to fight the first boss, which is a mega sensor.
Very big.
Very big. Huge. So before we can actually damage him, we have to hit these targets here. So we're going to go in this diagonal path to go as fast as possible, hit all the targets. He's just ignoring me. It's fine with me. Yeah, so nice of him. So now that we have Psy Blast, we're able to go back here and go see that scary monster and blast it. Surely that's going to be the last time we see them, right? Right?
Yeah.
Question mark?
Of course.
Over here. So this is going to be like the last time we really see palms used. We're going to get an ability in the next stage that just completely breaks the game in half. So the runners of this game, we use that bunny as like a metric of how fast you're going. Ideally, at the end here, we're going to beat the bunny so fast it doesn't follow you, because it's supposed to follow you until the end, normally. Like, the bunny's going to be ahead of me here, but at this part, if everything goes super well, you can beat the bunny. Yeah, and when you palm, also, you're able to bunny hop. I've been bunny hopping a bunch. I don't think I explained that.
Yeah.
Basically, as long as you're touching the ground, you can jump, maintain your speed.
Don't worry, Dogen. I'm coming up there to save
It's a huge... Actually, you're going to see bunny hopping a bunch in the next stage, too. Despite getting the movement tech, bunny hopping can still be the fastest way of moving. Oh, that was fine. We're good. Wasn't worried at all. So now we have the Oarsman badge. We're going to go see Mia. We're actually not going to need the badge at all, because you're able to palm over to her. And fun fact, you can actually get over to her like at the very start of the game, but if you don't have the badge, you just can't enter her mind. Again, this game's like very well made in some ways, and it's just like kind of baffling how broken it can be in other ways. So you're able to go over there. That's where Mia is. Normally you need to use a boat to get over here, but you can just do this. And now we have levitation.
Now bounce on up here and follow me, darling.
We love Mia also. All the characters in this game are great. The writing's great. Everything about this game is like perfect. I love Psychonauts. Got a little edge boost there. So there's 2 things for the ball, for levitation. You have the ball like below you, like this, and then you're able to use palm still with the ball in the like ramps, little half pipe, and then you have normally you're only supposed to like use this to float downwards, but you can fly. So by doing an animation cancel, this doesn't work on console. It's a PC only thing. You're able to fly like that. So basically what I'm doing is I'm putting the ball below me and then above me again by pressing B. So you can just fly forever like this. It is like kind of slow, but it's also, you know, being able to get infinite vertical height is pretty fast. But I'm still going to be doing other things like this. It's still faster to just palm to get up here. How low am I on figments? I'm about fine. Yeah, this is okay. So that's the first half of Mia stage. Next, you're going to have a race. And the race here is, you're supposed to use the ball completely, but again, bunny hopping can be really fast, especially when there's these like boost pads. So once we get over to this one, I'm going to abandon the ball completely. Well, not completely. It's still useful for like saving yourself when you touch the side of the walls, because that would kill all your momentum. But you can bunny hop here, and you gain insane amounts of speed because you're like not touching the ground, and the boost pads just keep giving you more speed, and it stacks up. So,
It just looks so cool.
yeah, this is probably one of the coolest parts of the run. Ooh, I'm gonna do some improv to save that. Yeah, this I didn't fully save it. That's it's okay. But yeah, you're able to maintain it usually till like the very end. There's a few parts where you need to get on your ball again because sometimes you're just going too fast. You're gonna crash into the side of the wall. I'm gonna go up here because if I go up here, I'm able to do the last strat. I know I have a setup with this ramp here. Yeah, you just need to be a Bobby, and Bobby doesn't really pose a threat when you're like bunny hopping like this, Quake style. Over the shoe, and then you can get up here. There's supposed to be like a secret path you take to get onto these bounce pads, but you're able to just bunny hop up. Your jump height is also like relative to how fast you're going, which doesn't come into play too much, especially now that I have the levitation ball, but it is useful to know there. So that's why I was jumping so high. Like, this game has a very robust physics engine, which is really cool. Especially because I believe this was Double Fine's first platformer, because I made like mainly adventure games before this, point and clicks. Okay. So we just go through the rings here, and we're able to finish up Mia's Mind. And that is like more or less the first half of the game done, actually. We're going to actually enter her mind again, because we need to go back to Brain Tumbler. And you're going to see my favorite character in the game. A lot of good characters in the game. This was the best. We got Oatmeal.
Hi, Oatmeal.
Hi, Oatmeal. Bye, Oatmeal. Only time we're going to see Oatmeal.
Bye, Oatmeal.
Bye, Oatmeal. So we got this is the Brain Tumbler again. Now that we have levitation, we're able to float to the very top of the tower and see what's going on. You're also going to see me do something called a float climb, which I just did there. If you go to, oh, my controller unplugged, that's why. Yeah, this controller's a little old. I should probably do something about fixing the USB on it, but it's fine. You're able to do float climbs by going onto slopes. Normally, you can't jump off like most slopes, but if you do put the ball below you, going into the slope, you're able to jump again. And jumping gives you more speed than just flying does, unless you're like a goated masher.
Are you saying the line?
Yeah, I am. It's coming up. Man, I am
I'm
so
so
smart. Soft gelatinous underbelly,
Here I come.
Yeah, that's a classic line right there. Fan favorite. I think I like just started saying that while running this game, and it became like a huge meme in the community. Because this fight, there's not a whole lot going on really. There's something I need to do for the first phase, which is lure him into this corner. But more or less, there's someone stealing all the kids' brains, and we're fighting Dogen's brain right now. Dogen's brain was put into this tank, so. There's not much you can do besides getting into this corner for the second phase, though. This is just a waiting game. There is confusion grenades, too. You don't want to get hit, it changes the controls, but it's fine. It doesn't slow you down.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder, could you open my water bottle? Pretty please.
The one.
Yeah, I think that's the water bottle. Can you like take the lid off? Because it makes a squeaky noise. I don't want the squeaky noise in the mic.
Oh,
Pretty please.
like, oh, what am I doing with this?
Oh, open
Like
the
unscrewing
the
the
water
top.
bottle. Open
Look
the
at,
screw.
like,
Unscrew the top. Unscrew the top. Why are you putting it down? I'm gonna die of
Like,
dehydration.
Okay, like this.
No, unscrew the top.
But like it's slightly a screw.
No, unscrew it completely.
Why?
I just don't want to sip it from the thing.
I'll do it like.
Okay, so this is the second
Like
phase. You can
this.
do double hits. Okay, that works. Thank you. We're all good. I just don't want to die from dehydration.
Fair.
Okay, so that's our brain tank. The second phase is really quick. You can do double hits by luring into that corner. That's the whole reason. Oh, I'm getting water everywhere.
That's why I didn't want to take it fully off.
Well, I need it fully off. I'm sorry. Oh, I went to Ford's. We're done brain tank now. It's gonna be nighttime when we go back to the campsite. Oh, I'm doing this now too because I did the route wrong. Okay, well this is pyrokinesis. So every 10 ranks you get a side ability. We're gonna shoot Ford here to skip a little cutscene. And then after we're done this, we have pyrokinesis, which is not very useful. We do need it for a few parts of the game though. Okay, now we're going to main lodge. So this is the scavenger hunt. Okay. So there's 8 or 16 total scavenger hunt items. Every time you get 8 of them, you get 4 ranks if you go talk to Ford. So we need ranks still. We're only rank 10, and we need to be, again, 20 by like the next 10 minutes. So this is one of the ways we're going to get a bunch of ranks real quick. So that's the first part.
And it doesn't matter which ones you get, right? You just gotta get 8 of them.
Yeah, it's just 8 of them. So every 8 you get 4 ranks, and then once you get all 16, you get another 4.
That was their home. What the heck?
I needed the idol. I'm sorry, man. You know. Raz is the reason the bees are, endangered. Come on, Raz. Dinosaur bone. And then I don't think I've fully mentioned these are side quests. They give you a rank. There's only a few of them in the hub. They're not super important, but
It's a rank.
it is a rank. A rank is a rank. So we're gonna fly over here. Loading zone extends out, and now we're gonna go talk to Ford because we have all the stuff we need. Now we're rank 17, that's good. And then we go to Lake again. And now we have everyone's favorite character in the game, except me. I like oatmeal. This is Linda. Linda is a 5-minute auto-scroller. So
I love Linda.
for reference, it's a 5-minute auto-scroller with RNG elements. It's really cool. The run is only half an hour. Everyone has tried anything. You can't even skip it with, well, actually you can technically with cheats because you can unlock the horn. But like even in the stage, if you use like no clip, you can't trigger the end early. So the RNG element is actually the boss part here. So you need to hit 3 of these tack boxes to hurt Linda to continue. And this is the auto scroll part where we just kind of slowly go on by. So this is a great time if you have anything you want to say, because there's nothing going on for the next like 2 minutes regarding the marathon.
Alright, well, we can go through some donations that we have right now. So, getting caught up here, we have a $1 donation from Brody MK64. And Brody says, "Can we gamers now, Mr. Ponytail?" Thank you, Brody. As a reminder, we are here at Midwest Speedfest 2025 supporting PFund Foundation's Transcend campaign. The 2025 Transcend campaign is an immediate response to urgent needs facing trans plus people living in or coming to the upper Midwest 5-state region of Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, North Dakota, and South Dakota. By April 15th, they aim to have $30,000 in donations to distribute via community review to trans plus serving organizations in the summer of 2025. If you're enjoying the marathon, please consider following Midwest Speedfest. We are a Minnesota-based organization that has been hosting speedrun marathons since 2015. Every spring, we partner with VGMCon to help raise money for their chosen charity and bring even more entertainment to their convention. We host online events occasionally too, also in support of charity. So far, we've raised over $65,000 for various causes, and we hope to see that number continue to grow with your support. As a reminder, our donation page is still open, so you can go to, you can type !donate in the chat, or go to donate.midwestspeedfest.com. We're also excited to announce that the any percent burst incentive for upcoming run Uncanny Cat Golf has been opened at $100. That's all I have right now.
So we moved on to the
Yeah.
next phase of this
Oh,
box.
I hit the boxes too early. I also hit both of them. I was trying to time it right when she started sucking. That's the RNG, what I mean. So she has to spit out the tack boxes starting from the second phase. And she actually gave me good luck, but I kind of squandered it. So I'm going to lose like 30 seconds.
On a side note, I didn't know that the fish could just like get attach onto your ass like that.
Oh, like attached, you mean like this? Attached on?
It was like on your
Oh,
head.
oh yeah, the suckerfish can.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking
Like
about
that.
Linda. I was like, that was
No.
me side blasting. Yeah, the suckerfish. There's like enemies along the way. It's supposed to be a challenge.
Yeah.
They all do like no. I got stuck in the claw. Okay, the claws are actually dangerous. Okay, I take it all back. At least it was like early on in the part.
Yeah.
But yeah, they all do like very little damage, so there's not really a risk of dying. The only thing, or only way you can mess up is doing what I did, which is getting hit by the auto scroller part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In other categories, you will have an item called the dowsing rod, which lets you find big deposits of arrowheads. And this Linda auto scroller is really good for getting 900, which you need the cobweb duster for. So like in 100% and like no major glitches, you get dowsing rod and you're able to get 900 arrowheads just doing this auto scroller. So there's more to do in those categories, but
We're not doing any of that here.
we're not
It's
doing any of
just-
that here. It's like the only kind of sad part of the run is like there's just no way to skip this, and it looks pretty dire in terms of ways we'll be able to find to skip this.
Mhm.
So yeah, but it's okay. You know, every game needs its 5-minute RNG auto scroller.
Yeah. It's a pace breaker.
Exactly. You know, because honestly, like the first like 10 minutes of this run are like pretty movement intensive.
Mhm.
Like it is kind of a nice break. I just wish it was maybe like 1 minute instead of 4. What can you do? The level we have coming up after this also is going to be like very different. You're not going to be able to use the levitation ball there. It's you're going to be going into Linda's mind, and wait, I need to actually kind of go faster because this is the one part where you can slightly speed it up. There's a cutscene trigger. You went to Linda's mind, and you're the giant there, so you're like really slow and sluggish. So you can't go on top of the ball because you're too heavy for the ball. So you'll actually have to do other movement stuff like flipping and whatnot. Palming doesn't work this upcoming level. Let's see. This is the last phase. No RNG here, luckily. Just get her thing stuck in the clam. And then we're going to use... We picked up this door from Sasha's after Brain Tank. This is how you enter levels from here on out.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Okay. I'll have no ammo. That's fine. So we have the shield now, and I'm going to put the shield on. I have ammo here. Figments in this level are very important too, because we need to be rank 20 again, and these are high value figments. So I will be going out of my way slightly. You are really slow in this level, so you don't want to go too far out of your way. But I do need to hit at least rank 18. So, and here is going to be a trick called Jag Skip. Let's see if I can get it. I'm going to go for the second cycle. So there's a turret over there. Normally you need to whack it, but you're able to use that enemy and reflect the shield to hit it early, and it teleports you to the split over here. Save some movement. And you can only palm on this blimp. Like normally palms just don't work here because like look how sluggish the movement is. But you're able to palm here for whatever reason, which is nice because it should send you over here. And then that's called donut dive. So if you trigger the emotional baggage cutscene while you are touching the water, you just fall below the water. And we can use this to get over to the end of the level trigger over here. And it saves like 15 seconds over the old skip. So it is pretty cool. Shouts to the Grim Donuts, a pioneer of this game and also who found the trick. And also just shout outs to like all the Psychonauts runners who played before me. A lot of this stuff, I didn't find most of this. I have like maybe 2 contributions to the route, so. Here there's some dialogue tips you can do. So whenever Raz is talking, if you get on the ball, it interrupts his dialogue by saying, I don't think that's going to work. So this is supposed to be split into 4 phases, but I'm going to try and keep him on the ground here. Ground version. Ooh. Him doing the combination's a little sketchy here, but we'll see. So.
Area attack!
Okay, I missed the quick kill.
Nah.
You're able to keep him on the ground, ideally. He was out of position a little bit because of the combo. So if he hits you at the same time you hit him, your like animation gets reset, so you're able to do more attacks. Normally you only have this 3 combo. I should have done the combo there. I didn't expect him to give me good RNG. This fight is RNG based also. He just keeps ramming, or he can give you like a first try triangle beam. I've done ILs of this stage before, and I've had him do first try triangle beam like 1 in every like 50. And he also, I don't have ammo here. You saw me shooting him earlier. He gets rid of your ammo after the first phase, so you're not able to just give him a bunch. I only had to hit him twice, luckily, because I did get an extra hit off on the first ground phase. Yeah, nothing can damage you when you're shielding. It's a very broken power, actually. Like, it sounds like kind of redundant saying, "Oh, the shield shields you," but you know, it never breaks. You can run it. Yeah, you'd hope it shields you, but it never breaks. If you hold it too long, it goes away eventually. But you can just time it, and there's no penalty to doing that, so you can use it basically infinitely. And that is Linda's Mind. And now we're in the last part of the game. So this is like the halfway point of the game normally, but in the run, this is like a bit over 2/3. I'm gonna grab this here. I'm a little low on rank. I might need 2 out of my way in Milkman's Mind. Okay, so we're gonna get Clairvoyance here. We're only gonna need to use Clairvoyance this one time. So we use it here because there's a puzzle you need to use it to open the door. And then it is not useful anywhere else. Also, this is a Milkman. Everyone loves the Milkman stage. Very cool. You're gonna see why it's so beloved in a second. Like, just look at this. Sadly, this is also one of the most broken stages in the run, so you're not going to see a whole bunch of it. Am I going to hit the G-Men? No, we're good. So we're able to get over here early. Normally you need to get like a stop sign. I'm going to grab all these figments because I'm low. But normally you're supposed to do like this huge puzzle, figure out how to get down here, but you're able to go down here and the loading zone just slightly extends out. And that's the whole first half of the stage skipped. And then I'm going to grab this figment as well. That should be good. Then you can just fly up here and skip the second half of the stage. And then we're basically going to be at the boss. Just like that. So I don't need to be 20 for this boss. It does speed it up a little bit. I might be a little low. I'm trying to remember. There's like 50 on this pole. And there's like 12 at the very end. Also, fun fact, you don't actually need to jump over the electric stuff here. You can just whack it. I didn't know that until a runner told me like 2 years ago.
Don't do that IRL.
Don't do that IRL, yeah. But no, I recommend. Okay, we're gonna go behind the house to grab the figments. Okay, perfect.
Yay.
We did hit 20. So normally you need invisibility here for this, but you can actually just, if you stand in this corner, there's like a small spot where she won't see you. And then when she steps out, you can just use Side Blast and get past her. Oh, I need to use Bacon. So Bacon calls out forward, and then we can go to learn the new ability we just got, which is Telekinesis. So yeah, that's just like teaching you how to use Telekinesis. Telekinesis is a lot more useful. There's a lot of stuff in other categories where you're able to use it, like for like glitches to animation cancel and whatnot. I want to be using it for animation cancels in a second. Oh wait, that's the wrong way. I've got rank 101 on my mind. But you can go over here and talk to Ford again, and Ford will put you in the level. Yes. I also pause there because my controller, but I pause there because sometimes the game will just put the dialogue on no, and then he slaps and you lose time. So yeah, by doing animation cancels, I can use telekinesis when I ground pound her like that, and that will stop her little animation taking damage. I don't want to do it here because that would extend the fight. You can actually keep this fight going forever if you just keep animation canceling.
They
Which
just
is
kept
cool,
going back and forth between those two spots.
Yeah, no, that's all she ever does.
Okay.
At least if you do the animation cancel, I don't know. There's supposed to be a second phase to that fight, but you just completely skip it.
Yeah.
So when I said LSD would come back, it's here. So you can skip a large part of the game by save loading there, and then you go here. And the elevator is normally not supposed to be open until you're done the entire asylum part. So we're skipping 3 mines. We skipped Gloria, Fred, and Edgar, which is sad because they're some of the best mines in the game.
Yeah. It's like
My controller keeps unblocking.
it's like you normally with LSD you get spawned at a default position. That gets spawned. The elevator gets spawned at a default position as well.
Oh yeah, the cake. I have the order of operations wrong here.
Oh, the turtle.
Yeah, it's Pokelope.
Pokelope.
We love Pokelope. Pokelope is also another best character. There's like 50 best characters in this
It's
game. I
their
don't know if you
birthday,
noticed.
isn't it?
Mm-hmm. The cake. Okay, so now that's brain is in the tank. We're able to do this. Free Lily. And this is a brain tank too. So for this fight, there's not a whole lot. There's just 2 main things. There's going to be a row of rocks out on the outside. We're going to use telekinesis to break those. Like this. And then there. Now I need to hit specific rocks because one of the attacks that this boss will do is it grabs the outside rocks with telekinesis and it throws them at you. And that's not really a huge deal normally, but it makes it hard for us to target lock onto the brain tank. So I need to be really quick and make sure I'm breaking the right rocks. It's one of those fights that looks really simple, but is like deceptively hard when you like actually sit down and practice it. And that was actually a perfect fight. So finally, something went right. Oh my! Yay! We take those. Okay, and now we're gonna chuck our brain into the brain tank, and this is gonna be the final level, Meat Circus. So normally you need the cobweb duster. We skipped all the cobweb stuff. I want to be turning on. I'll turn VSync on when the next part comes up. So I want to be turning VSync on here, and the reason is this next trick is frame perfect. Normally you play the game at a capped 120 frames, but this next trick is again frame perfect. So we're doing one more LSD. It's called a smelling salt LSD. So the very last frame of this, I didn't pause. That's fine. The very last frame of the smelling salt animation, actually you can do a save load, and it will glitch you past to the default position of the map, which is past the cobwebs. And that's the only time you would ever need the cobwebs. I missed the pause again. I'll pause early so I can just pause buffer it. But yeah, this is like the most annoying trick in the run, and it sucks having a frame perfect trick like this at the very end. But you know, what can you do? I think that was too early, but I'll load it just in case. Let's see. Oh, no, I got it. Okay, so that's the smelling salt LSD. I put you past here. When you do LSDs like that, the visuals get all glitched. Actually, I unplugged it the worst time again, but it's fine. We're at the very end of the run. We just gotta, you know, clutch up for the last few seconds. So you normally have to do this huge escort where you help little Ollie, little Oleander up, but you don't need to do that, and I missed the palm. Okay, I'll just fall down. Okay, we'll do it again. We run it back, run it back, run it back. I think it spawned me up here, yeah. So you do a little palm off the slope, and you're able to go here. And get to the very end of the level right away. And now it's just a boss rush, basically. So this first boss is, I'm going to put the shield on. This first part, you can't really do much to speed it up. It's on a timer. So I want to count out 6 hits for the first phase here. 4, 5, 6. Go back and attack. Go up. and then we just do this again. The next 2 phases are gonna be 9, so. You don't need to do exactly this. You can like run around if you really want, but there's no way to speed this up again. A lot of the bosses are just like on fixed timers like this, so.
I wonder what that is.
Oh yeah, no, you'll also notice the objectives just don't keep up with you at all. So it's crossing off slowly stuff from like minutes ago.
Yeah.
Now it's caught up. Help Coach Oleander destroy the monster inside. There you go. It's finally. That's not the normal attack. There we go. And then that's the first dad fight. This is the second one. This is your dad. It's supposed to be like this huge acrobat challenge. You can do a trick called dad skip. So by... Please go up. Ladders in this game are buggy. You can fly over here, and basically what you're going to do is palm into this, and he's supposed to grab this wing set up at the very top, but he jumps into you, and you just get launched to the very top of the level. Now, you detach from it, and the ending trigger is right here. And that's the entire second phase skip. Now, this part, you need telekinesis again. It's fine. So I need him to stomp. This part is all RNG as well. Shouts to RNG. These little attacks that are dropping are like random. I got really good luck here actually, so they were all nearby. And time's gonna be coming up after this health bar is depleted. You can't see it yet, but this is the final phase. And I'm gonna be aiming slightly to the right here. I'm punching at a slight angle, and I'm able to get double hits. The screen gets darker every time you do a double hit. You can see I'm filling up to become huge again in the top right. And time should be in the next 10 seconds, hopefully. It is possible to do this in one like phase, but only a few people have ever done it. And also, because the frame rate's limited to 60, it's harder to get double hits consistently. You need like 5 or 6 triple hits and time. Yeah, that was Psychonauts. There's a lot to explain. It's a very cool run, very complicated. A lot of downtime, but cool. I'm glad I got to show it off. I'm sorry about how rough the beginning was. I don't know what's with me and having terribly rough beginnings the past 2 marathon runs, but you know, we brought it back. I want to shout out the Psychonauts community again. I want to shout out Wonder J and Nick, even though Nick, it was like, you didn't even say the chicken jockey line, man. Like, come on.
Chicken jockey.
Okay, there he's at the line. Yeah, the Psychonauts community. If you want to learn the game, there's a bunch of great resources. You can follow me on Twitch. I don't really speedrun. I don't really do anything. I don't stream. You probably shouldn't do that. Keep watching the marathon, though. Keep donating. And shout out to Midwest Speedfest for hosting this again. Keep raising money. Keep watching. And yeah, that's all I have to say.
Great, thank you so much. Thank you so much, yoshipro and commentators, for that wonderful run of Psychonauts. We have a $10 donation from Reichelt.